Hi kids, it's time for our midweek story with Amy. So I'm going to be reading you a story tonight. It's from the Beginner's Bible. And it's a story of what happened between Palm Sunday and Easter. And there were a lot of things that happened in Jesus' life between those times. So I'm going to be reading you several short little stories of things that happened. Do you remember Palm Sunday last week, where Jesus sent his disciples ahead to get the donkey? And then the people put the palm branches down and they praised Jesus. But some of the people weren't very happy, and they didn't like Jesus being king. And they wanted to see what they could do to get rid of him. That was the Pharisees and some other people. So tonight's story is going to start after that. Jesus knew that not everyone liked him. He knew the leaders were angry with him. In fact, they were so angry and jealous that they wanted to kill him. And Jesus knew that too. Here's a picture of the angry leaders. But Jesus still had his special friends: Peter, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Simon, Matthew, James, Thomas, Thaddeus, and Judas. That's a lot of friends, huh? They had been his friends for a long time. They traveled with Jesus, and Jesus taught them many things. That's their picture. One night, they all got together for dinner. While they were eating, Jesus got up. He put a towel on like an apron. He poured water into a large bowl, and then he began to wash his friends' feet. Here's Jesus with his bowl of water. When Jesus got to Peter's feet, Peter said, "I cannot let you wash my feet." "If you don't let me wash your feet, you can't follow me," said Jesus. "In that case," said Peter, "wash my hands and my head too." After Jesus washed his friends' feet, he asked, "Do you understand what I did? I showed you how to be kind to each other. I am your Lord and teacher. If I can be kind and help you, then you can be kind and help each other." The Last Supper. Judas, one of Jesus' friends, had a bad idea. He knew that the leaders were angry with Jesus. He knew they wanted to catch Jesus. Now Judas wanted money more than anything. So he told the leaders that he would show them where Jesus was if they would pay him some money. They paid him 30 pieces of silver. And here they are, paying him all the silver. One night, Jesus and his friends were eating supper together. "One of you is planning to do something bad to me," Jesus said. "Who is it?" asked John. Jesus said, "It is the one I give bread to." Then he gave a piece of bread to Judas. "Go on," Jesus told him. "Do what you are planning to do." Judas got up and left, and only Judas and Jesus knew what Judas's bad idea was. Then Jesus gave thanks and broke some bread. He shared it with his friends. Next he took a cup of wine and gave thanks. He shared this with his friends too. "Whenever you eat the bread and drink the wine, remember me," he said. Then Jesus said, "I will not be with you much longer. I have to leave. But don't worry. Do not be afraid. I will come back. You are my friends. Love each other as I love you." Sadness. It was night. Jesus took his friends to a garden. There Jesus prayed, and there Judas carried out his bad idea. He led soldiers to the garden, and he showed them where Jesus was. Jesus knew he would, and it was all right. Jesus went with them. There's Jesus praying, and here's the soldiers coming to the garden to take him away. You see, it was time for Jesus to die. God had planned it long ago. Jesus knew it would happen when he came to earth. He came to take the punishment for all the wrong things anybody had ever done or ever would do. And now it was time. The soldiers took him to the leaders. The leaders did not believe he was God's son. They said, "He must die because he calls himself the Son of God." So they killed him on a cross. It was a sad day for Jesus' friends, but they did not know that God had planned a wonderful surprise for them, and they would not be sad for long. And there's the cross that Jesus died on. After Jesus died, a rich man named Joseph took Jesus' body. He put it in a special cave tomb. He rolled a huge stone over the opening of the cave. The leaders sent guards to watch the cave and to make sure no one took Jesus' body. And there's the cave with the stone in front. And here's the soldiers guarding the cave. And that's the story of all the things that happen in between Palm Sunday and Easter. And when you wake up Easter morning and you go on to your video, you'll be able to see what happened on Easter morning.